What's up, everybody? Mark here with Coffee&Toys, bringing you another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. Now, folks, we have a twofer for today. Mostly because I have so many figures that I need to get through them. I need to get these reviews out to you, and one at a time is just not going to make it. So today, for the unboxing and review, we have two figures from the MOTU Origins lineup, and of course those two would be both Snake Men, but this time we have Snake Woman, Snake Teela, and Snake Trooper. Let's talk about it. So as I mentioned, I'm getting really far behind, so I need to get these reviews knocked out for more stuff that's coming in soon, and quite frankly, it seems like a good idea. Let's knock out multiple Snake Men at once, or like I said, in this case, a Snake Man and a Snake Woman. The Snake Men 2023 line is sub-line, whatever you want to call it, is super cool. I love that they're bringing the Snake Men in, and I just want to dive into these characters. So, with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and we are going to jump right into these reviews, so let's get to it. And here we go. We have Snake Teela and Snake Trooper, both on that lovely 2023 packaging, the Masters of the Universe Origins with the subline of the Snake Men, showing off the Snake Men logo at the top, as well as on each you have the Snake Men logo at the bottom with the scales on the plastic. Let's turn over to Teela first. I'll put Snake Trooper out of the way. And of course, she, as we previously mentioned, same card art on both figures on the front. However, when we go to the back, that's where it really shines. Of course, every time the beautiful artwork done by whomever Mattel hires out to do this artwork. I'm sorry that I don't know the character or the artist name that makes these beautiful pieces of art, but they are magnificent. King Hiss uses ancient magic to transform Teela into his slithering slave. Wow. Say that 3 times fast. Of course, we've got Snake Armor He-Man fighting Teela with King Hiss in the background. We have our cross cell down here showcasing Snake Trooper, King Randor, Slamurai. If you haven't seen my King Randor and Slamurai reviews, please check those out. Of course, put Sword of Serpents into hand, twist into powerful battle positions. So yeah, looking very cool. Let's move Snake Teela off to the side, of course, and now jump into that Snake Trooper, which we previously looked at from the front, so we don't need to re-review that. And on the back, of course, more beautiful artwork. Augmented with the Horde science, the Snake Troopers changed from simple minions to self-repairing cyborgs. And I am not sure who this is. Who is this? I have no idea. If you know who it is, drop me a comment down below. But of course, he's kind of pulling the old Doctor Strange into Spider-Man, punching him so hard that his soul's flying out of him. But of course, we have the press Horde symbol on chest, armor burst off, press armor back into place. So very cool. With that being said, let's put these two figures back in place, and we will get them out of the box, and we will start reviewing them. Okay, so we have Snake Teela up first, and Snake Teela, just looking at her right off the bat, she is a complete repaint of the Teela that came with the Teela and Zor 2-pack. And I'm actually more impressed with this figure than I thought I would be, just being that it's just literally a different paint application. But it is enough, especially in the face, to make her look quite a bit different. And we'll do some comparisons here in a few. But they did do a very interesting job on the... Well, now, hold the phone. I am not 100% sure that this chest piece is the same as the one that's on the Zor version of Teela. Because if it is... I don't think it is. I think it might be the V1 Teela chest. Just kind of checking it out, looking at the back, because I think they have this... Oh, okay. Well, I'm a bit confused. We're going to have to do some further review on this, because this is not on the back of the version 2 Teela with Zor. So I'm going to have to get back with you on that, pull out my other Teela when we start doing the reviews. But Back to the figure itself, it has the standard points of articulation. She does have a little bit hard time standing up. I don't have a stand right close to give her. There we go. So yeah, she does come with a mini comic, of course. That mini comic is the Serpent Siege, and we've went through this before with Slamurai and King Randor, but just again real quick to give you a quick little look of what's in there. Very cool. Of course, you can see the Snake Trooper as well. And of course, you have the cross-sell on the back of all 4 figures from the line. And she does also come with her 2 accessories, her sword, cast in all green in this case, which makes perfectly good sense. And also her snake staff, which again makes perfect sense. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up for her. She does also come with the which parts of the figure can be removed. So you get a quick look there, removable and swappable parts. And yeah, so that is it for Teela, Snake Teela. Let's move her off to the side and let's move in to focus our Snake Trooper, which is a very cool looking figure. Although his head does seem to be very close. First reaction, very tough, very hard to keep this closed. It's very easy to pop it out. When I was taking it out of the package, it actually popped open multiple times, but that's okay. It looks very cool. Whose head is that? I always forget his name. Rattler. This is Rattler's head, just repainted in green. And on the Horde Trooper body with black, red, and gold, primary black with red and gold accents. Of course, it's got the action feature where if you push the button, he falls apart. Kind of bummer that they didn't paint this red. It's kind of a miss in my book. But yeah, he's now a cybernetic trooper using Horde technology. And of course, he's got his standard points of articulation, got the yellow and red eyes, and yeah, just a simple troop builder figure. And it is what it is. It's not something that was in the original Masters of the Universe line, but it is pretty cool. Of course, he does come with the Serpent Shield, and he also comes with the Horde Trooper staff, which is very cool. So, really, that's about all there is to it. He comes with that same mini comic, so I'm not going to bother to show that again. But he does also come with the schematic, or whatever you want to call it, that does show which parts are removable on this figure. Of course, the arms, the torso, the arms, the lower body, and the feet are all removable, as well as the head. And yeah, so let's get them both back into view so we can just kind of take a quick look at them, and then we'll do some comparisons. But of course, you can see right here the Snake Trooper towers over Teela, even though these are all standard 5 to 6 inch figures. So yeah, let's do some quick comparisons here against both figures. I'll make sure to get that other Teela figure, the V1 Teela, and we'll do some more comparison because I'm really interested about that chess piece. All right, there we go. I've got a nice little lineup of essentially every Teela we've gotten so far in the MOTU Origins line, and shocking to see that not only is her upper torso a completely new piece, but so are the boots. And I don't know how I missed that earlier in the review, but there's a lot more new on this figure than I thought there was. So that is very cool and definitely makes it worth picking up. This is not a straight repaint, which would have been the really easy route. I mean, I don't think these boots are used anywhere else. I mean, drop me a comment if I'm wrong. I've been looking back at my figures on display behind me, and I do not see these boots used anywhere else. Granted, I'm just doing it first glance, but this torso is definitely new. And the big giveaway, besides the shoulder pauldrons, is that they've added this handle to put her sword in. Neither of these, or none of these 3 figures here have that on the back. And of course, you can also notice just by looking at them that they don't have the shoulder pauldrons. So this is, and it's not something from the Princess of Power line either. It's or subline. It seems to be all new. So very cool that we got more new pieces on this Teela figure than I originally anticipated. Now, once again, I cannot get her. She just does not want to stand up. I'm sorry I keep bumping the camera. have to put her in a very specific position to get her to stand. But there you go. You can look at her compared against the other figures. You can see that she mostly is the Zor version of Teela, which is to be expected with the ponytail. But yeah, with new boots and new torso. Very cool. So yeah, we'll cut over real quick and we'll do some comparisons of the Horde Trooper, or rather the Snake Trooper against some of the Horde Troopers. Okay, here we have Snake Trooper alongside the PowerCon version of the Horde Trooper and the standard release of the Horde Trooper in classic color scheme. And right away, besides the obvious head difference, I noticed that the feet are different. He is using Grizzlor's feet instead of the Horde Trooper's feet. Now that's a very interesting change that I didn't notice at first. It's a good thing I do these comparisons. Otherwise, I probably just would have not noticed. I would have put him on my shelf and just said that's the end of it. But yeah, very interesting choice to go away from the Horde Trooper feet on both the Horde Troopers and going with Grizzlor's feet, where the rest of the body is, in Horde Trooper. And of course, I do the comparison so you can see what some differences are, especially with the black one. You can see they kind of went with more of a gold versus a yellow over here. And yeah, otherwise, I'm very thrown by why they use those feet. That's very interesting. So again, just to pop him open so you can see, we know that the inside is just that standard black. And I can't remember what it is on the black Horde Trooper, actually. I think it's red. Watch, I can tell it's red because I can see it through the side. So just for comparison's sake. So very interesting that they went with, they didn't paint that red, because of course it's red on this figure as well. Very interesting decision, Mattel. I'm going to wonder about that for a while. But yeah, so there's your just a quick comparison. I guess if you really wanted to, you could pop Rattler's head off, and if you had another, actually I don't know, if you didn't have another PowerCon set, you wouldn't have a black Horde Trooper head. But yeah, very interesting decisions there by Mattel. But there you have it. That's kind of really only differences I'm noticing. Just a little more paint applications on the Snake Trooper alongside using the Grizzlor legs, which will bother me for the rest of the day and every time I look at this figure now. But yeah, if you've made it this far through the video, I appreciate it. I like doing these reviews. Leave me a like, drop a comment below. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Select all notifications for the subscribe button, because I put out a few videos a week. On Saturdays or Sundays, the weekend, I do kind of toy news, reviews, my opinions. And we are on that march to 500 subscribers. And when we hit that 500 subscriber mark, I am going to be doing figure giveaways. I'm going to do a live stream. If you are a subscriber, you are entered into it. Doesn't matter where you live. If you are chosen, you will get a figure sent to you. Hopefully it's something you like. We're going to give away Star Wars, MOTU, wrestling, G.I. Joe, who knows what else. But there's going to be at least 5 giveaways. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like the video, and I will see you later.